the ultimate Alishan travel guide. Let's go! We rode that iconic red train through misty mountains and forests, walked beneath centuries-old ancient trees, roasted and ground coffee with our own bare hands, and even danced with the Tsou tribe around the bonfire. Welcome to Alishan, Taiwan's enchanted mountain region. And in partnership with the Alishan Tourism Administration, we're bringing you the ultimate Alishan travel guide, packed with the best places to visit, the best things to do, and the best food to eat, all so that you can have the best Alishan adventure possible. So let's go! Hi guys, my name is Angelica Wanders and this is Eileen Wanders, and we create budget travel guides all around the world. On this channel, we share with you our easy-to-follow itineraries and also our costs and expenses in every trip. So if you want to travel around the world in the easiest and most affordable way possible, then hit that like button and hit that subscribe button because we make videos just for you. Stick until the end of this video because we give you the ultimate 5-day Alishan itinerary filled with hidden gems and unique experiences that most tourists have never even heard about. Okay, I'm tired. And without further ado, let's explore Alishan Taiwan. First things first, why should you visit Alishan? Well, beyond the usual tourist spots, Alishan has so much to offer. It's actually home to the indigenous Tsou tribe, where you can step into real tribal villages, join authentic mountain activities, taste local cuisine, and experience centuries-old traditions that keep Taiwan's highland culture alive. And today, we're taking you deep into the heart of the tribes to discover the real Alishan before all the other tourists come flooding in. Now let's talk about how to get to Alishan. Well, if you're flying into Taoyuan International Airport, which is Taiwan's main entry point for tourists, hop onto the airport MRT for 2 short stops to the Taoyuan HSR station, which costs about 35 Taiwanese dollars. And since Chiayi City is the main gateway to Alishan, take the high-speed rail from Taoyuan straight to Chiayi HSR station, which takes about an hour and a half and costs 1,120 NTD one way. Once you arrive, you can hop onto one of the free shuttle buses that connect Chiayi HSR station to the Chiayi TRA station in the city center. Now from there, you have a couple of options to get up to Alishan. The most iconic way is to ride the Alishan Forest Railway, that cute little red train that winds through mountains and forests. The ride takes around 2.5 hours and costs 600 NTD one way. For a cheaper alternative, you can hop onto a shuttle bus from either Chiayi TRA station or Chiayi HSR station. The bus also takes around 2.5 hours, but prices are cheaper at only 240 NTD one way. Here is the current bus schedule, feel free to screenshot. And lastly, if you want to just keep things super simple and take it easy, you can always book a stress-free day tour from Chiayi and let the experts handle everything for you, from transportation to itinerary to entrance fees. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. This brings us to our next question. Where is the best place to stay in Alishan? Well, since Alishan is high up in the mountains, hotels can be quite limited. That's why many travelers choose to spend a night in Chiayi City first. It's a good place to rest up, enjoy the local night markets, and grab some delicious eats before heading into the mountains. We personally stayed at Yo-Yo Hotel, an affordable 3-star stay that's clean, comfy, very spacious, and even comes with free buffet breakfast. But the best part? Definitely the location. It's literally a 2-minute walk from the Chiayi TRA station, making it super convenient, especially if you're arriving or leaving by train. I'll leave our discounted hotel link in the description below. But guys, if you're looking for something truly special, the coolest option is to actually stay within the tribal villages of Alishan. There are plenty of cozy homestays run by members of the Tsou tribe themselves. Here you'll also learn about their traditions, share stories over local food, and experience that warm, genuine mountain hospitality you won't find anywhere else in Taiwan. It's not just a place to sleep, it's a way to experience Alishan on a much deeper level. And trust me, it's amazing. So keep watching because we'll get to these tribal homestays later on. But for now, it's time for the question we've all been waiting for. What are the best things to do in Alishan, and how much will it cost? Whether you're into nature, culture, art, or food, Alishan has something special for everyone. So here are the top 10 things to do in Alishan, and stick around until the end because later we're gonna reveal our ultimate favorite one. Starting the countdown off at number 10. Visit the Alishan National Recreation Park. This place is pure magic. We're talking everything you've seen in those dreamy Alishan photos. Rolling sea of clouds, misty cedar forests, that iconic red train weaving through the tunnels, and ancient cypress giants standing proudly over peaceful mountain ponds. It's easily one of Taiwan's most breathtaking mountain destinations. Start your adventure along the Giant Tree Trail, where you'll walk across cypress trees that are over 1,000 years old, some even reaching more than 40 meters high. Then make your way to the Sister Ponds, which are two peaceful mountain lakes surrounded by lush pine trees. Continue on to the Shojun Temple, the largest temple in Alishan, and before the tour ends, you can take a quick ride on the Alishan Forest Railway, that charming red train winding through tunnels and trees. This ride alone feels straight out of a fairy tale. If you're short on time but want to see all these highlights in just a single day, book the all-in-one Alishan Highlights Day Tour. It already includes round-trip bus transfers from Chiayi City Center, entrance fees, and a friendly tour guide. The tour costs around 2,000 NTD per person, and we'll leave a discounted booking link in the description below. Number 9. Roast and grind your own Alishan coffee. Deep in the Leye village of Alishan, you'll find a hidden gem serving up some of the best coffee in Taiwan. Thanks to its perfect altitude, rich soil, and cool mountain air, Leye village produces some of the best beans in the entire country, even winning national awards. We joined a DIY coffee making workshop where we got to experience the full bean to cup journey, from learning about the planting and harvesting process to actually roasting and grinding the beans with our own hands. And finally, pouring and tasting our own perfect cup. It was such a fun and sensory experience. The smell of fresh beans roasting, the sound of grinding, and that first sip of your very own creation. You even get some snacks to eat while enjoying your own brew, making it feel like a cozy little coffee meetup in the mountains. This DIY coffee workshop costs 400 NTD per person, and it includes the ground coffee you made, plus a drip coffee sachet to take home. Honestly, this might just be one of the best cups of coffee we've ever had. Or maybe we're just biased because we made it ourselves.
Okay, I'm tired.
Don't worry guys, I'll leave all the contact details for these activities and tours in the description below, so you can easily book directly with the local tribal tour agencies. Number 8. Taste Alishan's traditional delicacies. You can't visit Alishan without diving into the flavors of the mountains. Every meal usually starts with millet rice, a Tsou staple that's slightly nutty and chewy. For meat, you'll often find smoked sausage or pork, rich, savory, and smoked over wood for that deep mountain flavor. Meals always come with a generous serving of fresh, locally grown vegetables. Think bamboo shoots, cabbage, and string beans, cooked with home-style goodness. And of course, there are a few bonus treats: rice balls, steamed tofu, hot soup, or other fried veggie goodies. One of our favorite spots was the Chofeng Guang restaurant, which serves a huge platter of traditional dishes for around 400 NTD per person. We also love the Haoye Food Lab in Debang Village, an artsy space filled with modern collectibles and vinyl records lining the walls. We had some delicious local chicken and IU jelly juice, which is a refreshing Taiwanese dessert. And here's a fun moment. I spotted a vinyl record of Chewy from Twice on the wall, and as huge Twice fans, I couldn't resist showing the chef my selfie with Chewy. He was so happy to see it, and he even played her record for all of us to listen. Such an instant bonding moment. Across Alishan, you'll find plenty of delicious places to eat, from cozy family-run restaurants to modern artsy cafes that blend traditional food with creative presentation. We love how every meal stays true to its tribal roots while still being totally Instagram-worthy. Number 7. Carve your own wooden pig. Here's something you probably didn't expect to find in the mountains: a DIY wood carving workshop. In Tsou culture, the wild boar isn't just any animal. It's a symbol of bravery, strength, and the spirit of the hunt. And through this hands-on experience, you get to carve your own little wooden boar. You can shape your mini pig yourself, then smooth it out with sandpaper until it feels perfectly polished. And the best part, you can take it home as a cute little mountain souvenir. This activity takes place at the Fuzu Art Market in Laiji Village and costs just 200 NTD per person. The market also has an on-site restaurant where even the plates are shaped like wild boars. This full meal set costs 400 NTD and it includes a drink plus a mini pig carving as a free gift for all diners. Oh, and just a fun fact, we were so happy when we stopped by the Tsou Visitor Center. We actually spotted real wild boars roaming around. They're now a protected species here in Alishan, and honestly, I think they're adorable. Number 6. Walk the forest trails with the tribes. If you want to truly experience Alishan's tribal heart, you've got to join one of its guided forest walks. We joined the walking trails through Laiji Village and Lija Village, and it was such an immersive experience. And guess what? The tours are led by actual Tsou tribe members, families who've lived in these mountains for generations. Their stories and deep knowledge make the walk feel more personal, more authentic, and full of heart. Along the way, they introduced to us plants, herbs, and wild fruits that grow in the area, and even demonstrated how using just a warrior knife, they can survive in this forest alone, like making umbrellas from leaves, cups from plants, and even toys and instruments out of bamboo. Learning directly from the Tsou people felt like walking through a living classroom, with the forest as your textbook and the tribe members as your teachers. These trails are also much more quieter than Alishan National Park, making them perfect if you want to escape the crowds. We especially love the maple trail in Lija Village, lined with towering maple trees that have stood for centuries. For reference, the Lija Trail Tour costs around 2,000 NTD, good for up to 20 people, while the Laiji Village Trail costs around 800 NTD, good for 2 to 4 people. Number 5. Join a traditional Tsou dance performance. Now this one isn't your typical sit back and watch kind of show, because here, you actually get to join the dance. We visited Lanho Homestay in Laiji Village, where they also have a restaurant known for serving delicious traditional dishes. But the real magic happens after dinner, when the Laiji tribe hosts 2 cultural dance performances. These dances are performed by the tribe's younger members, who learn them from an early age so the traditions can be passed down for generations to come. The first is a warrior hunting dance, which tells the story of Tsou's origin and bravery, reenacting their very first wild boar hunt. And the second is the millet harvest dance, dedicated to Tsou's most sacred crop. Millet represents blessings, and this dance gives thanks for a bountiful harvest while praying for prosperity in the year ahead. And just when you think it's over, everyone is invited to join hands and dance around the bonfire, a beautiful symbol of unity and bonding. It was the perfect way to end our evening, and honestly, it was such a beautiful moment. Number 4. Taste world-class Alishan tea. It's time for one of Alishan's most iconic experiences, tea tasting. Alishan is famous all over Taiwan for its high mountain tea, grown in the perfect mix of cool climate, misty air, and ideal elevation. And the result? Rich, fragrant, and incredibly pure tea. We visited a charming indigenous tea house run by a local Tsou warrior named Mr. Wu, who also seems to be a bit of a celebrity himself. His face is literally printed on the tea packaging. He welcomed us in and guided us through a tea tasting session featuring milky Jinchuan tea, oolong tea, and black mountain tea, each with its own unique aroma and flavor. We loved it so much that we even decided to buy a few packs to bring home to our families. Feel free to screenshot their current prices. And the coolest part is that right in front of the shop lies this actual tea plantation, so you can actually stroll through the fields and see exactly where your tea is coming from. There's something magical about sipping a warm cup while surrounded by the very mountains that nurtured it. Number 3. Craft your own leather keychain. From this to this. If you're into handmade trinkets, you'll love this DIY leather keychain workshop, a fun hands-on way to make your own souvenir from 100% genuine leather. This shop, located in the Leye village, sells all kinds of beautiful leather goods, from bags and belts to notebooks and pouches. But the fun part is getting to create something yourself. First, you pick your metal shape, place it on your leather band, and then stomp, stomp, stomp until your pattern comes to life. I threw on a few designs while Eileen decided to write wonders. Then you hand your leather band over to the shop owner, who helps finish it off with some color and turns it into a keychain. The whole DIY experience costs just 200 NTD, and you get to take home your cute little souvenir. It's super fun and surprisingly satisfying, especially the stomping part. Number 2, step back in time at the Tsou Cultural Exhibition Hall. This small but fascinating museum packs a big story, filled with traditional artifacts, hunting tools, hand-woven outfits, and vintage photos that bring Tsou history to life. Imagine, you can actually step inside a traditional Tsou house, built entirely from local wood, bamboo, and thatch. Nearby, you'll also find the Kuba, which is the tribe's sacred men's meeting house, where important political decisions and religious ceremonies take place. Traditionally, women aren't allowed to enter, so just being able to see it up close feels like a privilege. Once again, your guides are actual Tsou tribe members, and listening to them share their customs and values make the culture come alive in a way that no textbook ever could. The Tsou Cultural Tour, which includes the museum, the traditional house, and the Kuba, costs around 2,500 NTD, good for up to 15 people. It's the perfect group activity if you want to dive deeper into Alishan's indigenous culture. And finally, our number 1 favorite thing to do in Alishan is sleep in a Tsou tribe homestay. This was hands down one of the most heartwarming parts of our Alishan trip. You don't just visit the Tsou tribes. You can actually sleep right inside their tribal villages. We spent one night in Laiji village and another night in Lija village. And honestly, our Tsou hosts were some of the kindest, warmest people you'll ever meet. From the moment we arrived, they treated us not like guests, but more like family. And even though we were tucked away high up in the mountains, our rooms were super clean and surprisingly modern, complete with air conditioning, fast Wi-Fi, and hot showers. Every morning started with a delicious homemade breakfast. Think egg pancakes, bread, hot soy milk, and locally brewed coffee, all made in their home kitchen. At our Lija homestay, our host even taught us how to make ayu jelly, where we rub fig seeds together in water, and it magically turns into a cool, jiggly dessert after about 30 minutes. It's completely free for guests to try, and yes, you actually get to eat what you make. Bonus points, our host also lets their guests try on traditional Tsou outfits for photos, totally free of charge as well. So of course, we couldn't resist dressing up to feel part of the tribe. Staying in a Tsou tribe homestay usually costs around 2,000 NTD per night for 2 people. And honestly, it's not just a place to sleep. It's one of those rare travel experiences you'll remember forever. Well, now that we've covered the best places to visit, the best things to do, and the best food to eat, it's time for us to put it all together and form the ultimate 5-day Alishan itinerary. Feel free to save this video for future reference. Let's begin. So for day 1, welcome to Taiwan. Most travelers land at Taoyuan International Airport, so before anything, make sure to get yourself connected first. I recommend pre-booking and installing an eSIM before your trip so you can easily navigate your way around Taiwan. I'll leave some affordable eSIM links down in the description below. And while you're still at the airport, you might want to withdraw a bit of local currency. ATMs usually offer better rates than money changers. And while most places accept credit cards, you might need a bit of cash for street food or smaller local shops. Then once you've got everything you need, hop onto the airport MRT express line and ride 2 stops to the Taoyuan HSR station. Then catch the high-speed rail to Chiayi, which is about 1.5 hours away. Once you get there, if you've booked the tribal tour, your tour guide can pick you up at the HSR station and drive you directly to Alishan. You'll most likely arrive in Alishan by evening. Perfect timing for dinner at Lanho Homestay, where you can enjoy a traditional meal and watch the Tsou dance performance afterward. Check into your homestay in Laiji village and rest up for tomorrow's adventure. Now for day 2, wake up to a home-cooked breakfast by your hosts, then hit up the Laiji village walking trail to learn about native plants, herbs, and the connection of nature to their tribe. The walking trail ends at Fuzu Art Market, where you can join the DIY wooden pig carving activity, and then have your lunch at their restaurant, where food is served on your very own wooden boar plate. Afterward, head over to the DIY Alishan Coffee Workshop, where you can roast, grind, and brew your own perfect cup with your own bare hands. Next, visit the Tsou Cultural Exhibition Hall, where you can explore the museum, step inside the traditional home, and learn about the sacred Kuba. Then don't miss an afternoon snack at the Haoyue Food Lab for some tasty local chicken and refreshing ayu jelly. And as a bonus, for all the Twice fans out there, have a little chewy music session with the restaurant owner. Then finally, end your day with a hearty dinner and then check in at the cozy Chiayi homestay in Lija village. Now, on to day 3. After a hearty breakfast at your homestay, which is surprisingly set up buffet style, join a guided Lija walking trail with a local tribe member to learn more about Alishan's native plants and wild fruits. Try out handmade toys made of bamboo and walk through centuries-old maple trees. Feast on a traditional lunch at Tsou restaurant, which serves a generous platter of traditional specialties. Next up, channel your inner artist at the DIY leather keychain workshop, where you can stomp, stomp, stomp and craft your own leather souvenir. Finally, wrap up your tribal village adventure with a tea tasting session where you can savor world-famous Alishan tea and stroll through a beautiful tea plantation. Then in the evening, your tour guide will drive you all the way back to Chiayi, where you can relax and spend the night at your hotel in the city center. We personally stayed at Yo-Yo Hotel, which is just a 2-minute walk away from the train station. Again, discount link in the description below. For day 4, you can start your day with a free breakfast buffet at your hotel. Then it's time for the Alishan National Recreation Park Day Tour. This all-in-one tour includes round-trip transfers from Chiayi TRA station, entrance fees, and a friendly tour guide. You'll witness the sea of clouds, misty forests, that iconic red train, and ancient giant trees standing over serene mountain ponds. Then after a full day in nature, the bus will drop you off back in Chiayi, where you can later grab some dinner at the Wanhua Night Market or any cozy restaurant near your hotel. And finally, day 5. For your last and final day, enjoy one last breakfast buffet at your hotel, then walk over to the Chiayi train station, take the free shuttle to Chiayi HSR station, and ride the high-speed rail back to Taoyuan HSR. Take the MRT back to the airport terminal and check in for your flight back home. So there you have it, the ultimate 5-day itinerary for an amazing Alishan adventure. And don't worry guys, I'll leave all the contact details and websites for these tribal tours, activities, homestays, and restaurants in the description below, so you can easily book everything directly with the local tribal tour agencies. We also have a Type A travel guide and a Type A food guide up on our YouTube channel, so if you're heading to other parts of Taiwan, be sure to check them out as well. On this channel, we teach you guys how to save money when traveling, how to book cheap flights, how to book cheap hotels, and just a whole lot of travel hacks. So if this travel guide helped you in any way, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below if you have any questions about Alishan. We do our best to reply to every single comment, so don't be afraid to ask. Well, that's it for today. We hope you guys enjoyed this travel guide, and we hope you enjoy your trip to Alishan. This is Angelica and Eileen Wanders. Never stop wandering.